Welcome back, investors. So, cash conversion cycle, also called net operating cycle, is an important metric I use while analyzing companies. Before discussing on cash conversion cycle, otherwise called CCC, I urge you to recall my earlier session number 21 on working capital. CCC is a measure of how long cash is tied up in working capital. So that is why I suggest that if you have not seen my video on working capital, go there to session 21 and see working capital and come back to the session to have a more meaningful understanding. It signifies the number of days a company takes to convert cash outflows to cash inflows, and hence the number of days of funding required to pay current obligation and stay in business. It is simply the number of days it takes a business to convert its production inputs into cash receipts. Cash conversion cycle is usually used to measure the time between company's initial investment in working capital and company's cash collection. So on the screen you can see the cash conversion cycle CCC equals DIO plus DSO minus DPO. So DIO, as you can see, it's days of inventory outstanding. DSO is days of sales outstanding. And again DPO is days payable outstanding. So what are these DIO, DSO, DPO? So DIO, which is the days of inventory outstanding, otherwise called DSI, which is days sales of inventory, both are the same, is the average time in days that a company takes to turn its inventory into sales. So inventory is like something you buy for the raw material you stack up or store for making a finished product. So raw material is required, then you take it as an inventory, then you make a product and sell it. So the average time in days a company takes to turn its inventory into sales is nothing but days of inventory outstanding, DIO. The next item is DSO, days sales outstanding. So days sales outstanding, that is the average number of days it takes for a company to collect payment for a sale. And DPO is the third one. So DPO is the days payable outstanding. That is the average time, again in days, that a company takes to pay bills and invoices to its trade creditors, who may include suppliers, vendors, and financiers. So for all these three heads, you can see on my screen the DIO, that is the days of inventory outstanding, is computed by taking the average inventory divided by the cost of goods. So already I told that DIO is also named as DSI, that is days sales of inventory. So the next item being days sales outstanding, DSO. So that is the average accounts receivable divided by the revenue per day. And the third one being days payable outstanding. So that is the average accounts payable divided by the cost of goods per day. A higher value of DPO means it takes longer to pay its bills, which in turn it can retain available funds in a better way to maximize the benefits. A very high DPO sometimes may be considered as a red flag, as it also would indicate the company's inability to pay its bills on time. Hence, a cash conversion cycle measures how efficiently a company's managers are managing its working capital. So what does cash conversion cycle tells us? As you would know, boosting sales of inventory for profit is the primary way for a business to make more earnings. But how does a company sell more products? If this company had cash easily available at regular intervals, it can churn out more sales for profit, as frequent availability of this capital leads to more products to make and sell. This company can acquire inventory from its vendors on credit, which results in accounts payable. A company can also sell products on credit, which results in accounts receivables. Hence, cash is not a factor until the company pays the accounts payable and collects the accounts receivable. Thus, timing of these transactions or events are important aspect of cash management. CCC represents how fast a company can convert the invested cash from start of investment to end, that is the returns. Normally, the lower the CCC, the better. Inventory management, sales realization, payables collection are three key ingredients of a business. If any of these goes for a toss, the business is likely to suffer. CCC clearly depicts the operational efficiency of a company. The cash conversion cycle indicates how efficiently a company's management is utilizing the short-term assets and liabilities to generate and redeploy the cash, and gives us a clear idea of company's financial health with respect to its cash management. CCC gives us the liquidity risk involved, just like the working capital. In US market, Amazon and eBay are right examples with lower CCC or even a negative CCC, as they pay their vendors very late with longer credit cycles and collects cash immediately from the customers. Only solid business models with good muscle power and market position can only accomplish this type of lower cash conversion cycle or even a negative cash conversion cycle. Amazon was saved from a meltdown even during the dot-com bubble by this awesome accounting model of the negative cash conversion cycle. They paid late to their vendors and they collected upfront cash from we customers, thus have a cash reserve which grew in size as Amazon grew big, and hence more buying power by such positive cash flow from vendor credits, and became this successful. This helped not only to survive the dot-com bubble but also became this helped not only to survive the dot-com bubble but also became one of the largest companies in the world today. On the screen, I have included the graphs depicting compiled data of the cash conversion cycle of a few companies for a period of past 5 years for a practical understanding about the topic and how to utilize it while evaluating the stocks you analyze when you do it by your own. First case I have taken of a cement manufacturing company in India called Ultratech Cements Limited. So again, as you know, this is a Aditya Birla group. So Grasim holds another stakes like a subsidiary company in this Ultratech. So it's a strong company with good management and largest manufacturer of cement in India. So in the graph you can see that on the x-axis I have plotted the number of years like 2017 to 2021, that is 5 years past, and on the y-axis you can see the number of days. So as we are analyzing the cash conversion cycle here, so it is all mentioned in days as we discuss in this session. So you can clearly see in the graph that the days for the delayed payment for the vendors, that is the days payable outstanding, has increased from around 30 days in 2017 to around 42 days in 2021. So it's a delta of like 12 days plus. So that shows that the company is successful in delaying the payments to the vendors. And also if you see, the payments from the customers are almost constant over the years. So that's the red line, so DSO. And there seems no delay for those payments from customers. So clearly this helps the company with excessive cash for serving its production cost. As a result, the cash conversion cycle has decreased from 22 to 25 days to 11 days in 2021, which shows the improvement in operational efficiency of the company even while the pandemic in 2020 and 2021. Now I want you to recall my session number 21 on working capital. The formula is shown on the screen. So by this time I am sure that you are aware of the equation or the formula, but still for your recalling purpose I have mentioned that working capital is simply the current assets minus current liabilities. Again, breaking down the current assets, it's cash plus accounts receivable plus inventory, and the current liabilities is the account payable. So substituting all these, working capital is cash plus accounts receivable plus inventory minus accounts receivable. As you would know by now that cash conversion cycle and working capital are very much interrelated and needs to be seen in conjunction to each other. I again repeat that cash conversion cycle is simply a measure of how long the cash is tied up in the working capital of the company. So in the working capital graph for Ultratech, which you can see on the screen, the working capital is lowered due to higher payables to its vendors and not due to actual reduction in the current assets, though there is a minor dip in the inventory, which is also an asset. Also the cash you can see is much higher for the year 2021, so it has increased over the years, which is another asset. So the reduced working capital is a positive sign for the company Ultratech, depicting how the company is managing the cash inflow and outflows. Now another case to cite, I have taken company Interglobe Aviation, which is the largest private airline company in India, which is in aviation sector, that is. Here you see the cash conversion cycle is negative and has even further reduced in year 2021. The green line is cash conversion cycle. Though the DSO has slightly increased, so is the DIO. The DPO has increased a lot, which is again a good sign, and efficient operational efficiency of a company is a good sign and indicates the operational efficiency of the company Indigo. Further to understand, let's see the working capital graph. Here clearly the cash, which is the blue line, and red line, which is the working capital, has increased a lot. So if you see the cash, it has increased from 4,200 odd crore in 2017 to 10,000 odd crore in 2021. So it's a highly positive indication of the company's financial prospects. I have included the cash conversion graphs for other companies as well, like the Avenue Supermarket, that is the D-Mart, Hindalco Industries, Sun Pharmaceuticals. Again, the working capital graph for Sun Pharma also is included in the screen. So here you can pause through each of the graphs and study the graphs, just like how I have mentioned how to analyze the cash conversion cycle and working capital for sample companies like Ultratech and Indigo. You can have your own analysis based on my above lecture, so that you are very clear at the end of this session about the topics. So as a conclusion, do look into the cash conversion cycle CCC metric along with working capital in your analysis, which normally many investors or analysts miss out. I'm sure this will surely help you find out great businesses for your long term wealth creation. Happy investing.